Keep this one Tate. Tate is going to be stopped again for little to no gain. May have lost another yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 12, this time from the 25.
Guys, I think I'm starting to see a little bit of panic on the Marion coaching staff. They're kind of huddled up together. It looks like they're in an intense discussion about what play to call.
Well, and we talked about Moss going out with an injury. He's back in the ballgame, but Calhoun has controlled him those last 2 plays. He's caused the penetration, which has created the problems for Marion. It's 3rd down and 13. Can Gate City get the critical stop here? Flip the field. 8:58 left in the 4th quarter.
Marion needs to get to the 37 as they fake the handoff. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be a deep pass, it looks like. No, he has to end up throwing it short and behind the line for a loss again on the play. Chase Langston, they had number 1, Austin Thomas, running the post pattern down almost past the 40 down to the 35, but he didn't have time to get to him, Joe.
And he looked for that tight end like he's been doing earlier, earlier the tight end was being able to get 10, 12 yards. That time he got wrapped up. It's 4th down. Marion is punting the football to Gate City. 8:15 left here in the 4th quarter.
15-point game, ladies and gentlemen, as we almost get a block on that. Calhoun almost blocks it, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Field position. There we go. 8 minutes left. 1st down and 10, Gate City.
Even when we were struggling earlier on, and I don't want to jinx this, but as we were struggling earlier on with the snaps, as you said, Joe, we have had good field position. I don't know hardly at all this game. We've been on the 15-yard line or inside. We have been around the 30 to midfield every time we've received the ball. So
again, we'll see what Gate City can do. Looks like Sally will come out at quarterback once again. 1st down and 10 on the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Mack comes over to this side as a wide receiver. We've got Reed and Tomlinson in the backfield. And again, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 38. Gate City goes back. Looks like
he's got him open. He's got him open.
He does have a wide open Tomlinson, and it's going to be off his fingertips. Great defensive play, great pass. That was just a good football play as it was broken up by Ben Calhoun.
Just a step quicker if he'd have thrown it. He had the step. Gate City's able to get behind him, but we're just a little bit late with getting the ball there, allowing Marion to get that step back. And again, broke it up. It was a good play. 2nd down and 10. That ball was how far in the air?
I was between 45 and 50 yards in the air. So he went back, to about the 30-yard line.
Of course, running those deep patterns is going to open up some things underneath if we get some guys slipped out in the flats. Again, as a 2nd down and 10.
And that's something, we've thrown the ball deeper tonight than we have, I think, all season. As we have the pitch over here to our running back, and it's going to get to about the 45-yard line. Carrying the ball is going to be Reed once again. Luke Reed carries the ball to the 45-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 4.
13 carries, 135 yards, 3 touchdowns for Reed tonight. Again, big 3rd down here, 7:25. The clock is ticking, 36-21, Marion.
Halfway through the 4th quarter, as Gate City is mounting a really good second half. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going and keep the throttle down as Tomlinson carrying the ball hard. He was not short of a 1st down, but second effort gets him another 2 yards, which is going to be a 1st down, Joe. 1st and 10, Tomlinson. Tomlinson comes up a little limpy on that one. I think they grabbed a hold of his leg, and he was pulling one way and they were pulling the other.
I think this is Levi Roten time. He's in the slot. They haven't looked at him with the passing game yet, and he's got a big linebacker as he comes in motion.
Yeah, one on one. Now they're going to hand the ball to Reed. Reed at the 40. He's gone again, Joe. 20, 15, 10. Is there any flags? No, sirree. Into the end zone for the 4th time tonight. That is Luke Reed.
4 touchdowns.
Once again. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That time he carried the ball for a little over 50 yards. That's going to give him close to 200 yards on the night, isn't it, Joe?
Let's try to get that up here.
I'm sorry.
186 yards.
186 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Big night again for Big Blue as Gate City has climbed. It is 36-27.
As we're going to go for one, knock it down to 8 points. So Roten will be on for the extra point. As we look to cut it down even more. Snap down, kick up, and this kick is going to be no good. What a time for Roten to have one of his worst kicks of the year. A little bit of a knuckleball right there. But again, they haven't fixed the clock right here, but it is 36-28, Joe.
27. He missed the extra.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. 6:44 to go. 36-27. Yeah, that was a big miss right there, making it a 9-point game.
Yeah.
But it seemed like just a few minutes ago, which it was a 30, almost a 30-point game. So
well, and they've still not got the clock right. It's 27. They're trying to tell the scorekeeper it's 27.
So 36-27 as they work on the scorekeeper over here. But Gate City will once again, I believe, go for the onside kick. But that pooch kick worked really well. Last time they're respecting that pooch kick a little more. They've got at least 6 defenders back for Marion this time. Let's see what we have. We have 5 up, 6 back for Marion. See what Gate City does on their.
There's some space at the 40-yard line.
There is, and he's going to get for the onside kick. Let's see. There's a scramble for it. Who's going to get it? It is Gate City ball, as Joe Carter calls it.
I think Gate City got that.
Joe
Gate City ball.
called it.
It's Gate City ball. It's Gate City ball. Anybody else want to know what it is? Gate City ball.
Who got that recovery?
Jace Mathis. Number 50, Jace Mathis. That ball was tipped up and knocked. Levi Roten first got it and tipped it over to the right side.
You know, we just said on last, it was Levi Roten time. It's Levi Roten time.
It was Levi Roten time. That was a perfect setup right there because Marion had set back a little bit on this, and just a perfect onside kick because that ball got up in the air a little bit on the bounce, and it went off of the defender's hands, and it was a scrum from there. And again, coming out of there was Jace Mathis.
But it's good
for that senior.
You know, win, lose, or draw, you have to say, you have to be pleased after the disastrous first quarter, the disastrous first half, all those. Could you imagine this ball game if we had not fumbled the ball 7 total times in the first half? Where this game would be?
And we were unable to get the ball in from the 3-yard line. 2
turnovers on downs.
Yes.
And we're within 9 points. That shows you. I mean, Gate City's got the ability if we can just put things together. And again, right now, Luke Reed having a signature game, unofficially 15 carries, 186 yards, 4 touchdowns, all 4 touchdowns for Gate City as John Sally is under center, 1st and 10 on the Marion 47-yard line.
47-yard line, Sally under center as Roten comes over to the near side. Looking to pass again. He's looking deep. It's going to be overthrown just slightly. Doing all he could right there. That pass was thrown down about 40 yards down to the 10-yard line. And I believe that was DeAndre Mack who gave his all right there. And he landed on his stomach, knocked the wind out of him. But again, slightly flat on the throw, Joe. And you don't want to critique it, but we had that play again, and
they've not been able to match up with DeAndre all night. And, but now we've got again, looks like we've got Hicks and Levi Roten. Roten in the slot. I'm telling you, it's Levi Roten time.
Yeah. But they're going to hand the ball off to Mr. Luke Reed. Luke gets down close to the 40-yard line. He's going to be stopped at the 41. Luke wanted a face mask right there, but he wasn't going to get it. So coming back into the game is Mack, so that's good to see. getting some playing time just a few minutes ago. Jacob Strong will check out as Mac comes back in. You got Tomlinson to the far side. You've got Roten to the far side, 2 running backs. And I'm not sure who we got to this side. That's Mac. And we run the option. Hold on to it, Sally. Sally at the 35, 30, 25. Comes up short, just to the 25. John Sally, he wanted to pitch the ball, but they thought he was going to pitch the ball, and he just held on to it.
He kind of walked. He wasn't running fast.
No.
He was kind of walking almost, and they didn't even think he had the ball, and he just kept walking. And
well, he fooled me with it. I thought he pitched it the way he was acting, the way he was walking down the field. It was a good fake.
And all of a sudden, Gate City now back in business on the Marion 26-yard line.
Yeah, 26-yard line as they go under center once more. It's going to be Sally. Let's see what Sally does. He's looking to pass again. Needs to get rid of it. Pass is complete to Roten. He zoomed that one in there to the 20-yard line. Wasn't a long pass, but 2 defenders were draped on Roten. And that was a bullet pass down to the 20-yard line. They're going to give him the 19, where it's going to be second down and about 3. 2nd and 3. We're ahead of the sticks, Joe.
Yep, ahead of the chain. And here we go. Inside, we're in the red zone. Can we convert?
Sally under center. Let's see if this is going to be Reed time. And he's going to pitch it to Reed. Reed's going to get through and get enough for a first down as he breaks 1 tackle on the right side and gets down to the 15-yard line, Joe.
Unofficially 196 yards. He's approaching the 200 mark. 36-27. It is 5:03 left. The clock.
Reed is feeling it. He's feeling it with momentum tonight, and they're playing more confident and just one play at a time here as Sally goes back under center. We have Reed and Tomlinson in the backfield as that ball got handed off. Was that Reed?
That was Reed once again.
Reed carries the ball, maybe 2 yards?
Possibly 2. He inches close to that 200-yard mark. 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. Marion 36, Gate City 27.
Some of Marion's defensive players are coming off the field kind of sluggish as 2 of their bigger guys come out and a couple of their younger players come in. This could be a great time to hand the ball off to Reed or Tomlinson right here with the defenders in there as they run the option. Tomlinson's going to keep it. Quarterback's going to keep it. Does he get to the end zone? Does he get to the end zone? No, sirree, but he is on the door. Sally faked another pitch right there. They went to the near side where the new defenders had checked in, and he broke at least 2 tackles, got down to the 1-yard line.
Little freshman, number 59, had to come in for Marion as a linebacker, and they exploited it, ran right at him. Gate City on the doorstep on the half-yard line. Clock runs, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Straight ahead. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quarterback keeper for the first time tonight. We did not call Luke Reed scoring, but on the quarterback keeper from less than a yard out was John Sally. John deserved that touchdown. He did a lot of work getting that ball down the field right there.
4:02 left. It is 33-36 as Gate City comes on for the extra point.
Yeah. Cut it down to 2 points at the worst 3. So we'll be within a field goal no matter what. So one more stop or one more turnover as Roten goes on for the extra point. This kick this time is going to be blocked, and
it's a 3-point ball game.
It is a 3-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. That ball was actually caught by one of the Gate City players. I didn't know if they could advance that or not. But the Gate City crowd is going nuts over on the far side. It's the most noise I've heard, and of course we're on the Marion side. Yes, we're on the Marion side, and it's very quiet over here for as many fans as they have.
Guys, while we got a break, it's final in Big Stone. Union takes down lead 42-7.
So Union gets another victory against our opponent next week when we'll be over at Ben Hur. But we still got a lot of excitement left to go in this game tonight as 4:02 to go, 36-33. Do we pooch this one, Joe? They're up?
You got momentum. And
Marion's up for an onside kick, it looks like this time.
But if you'll see,